we're in.
Okay. Oh, we're live?
Yep, we're live.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Lennox, Dewey, how y'all doing, man? Thank you guys for having me today. I
Yeah, of
do
course.
appreciate you all.
Of course.
I do appreciate you.
How's it going?
I can't complain. When I do, the boss makes me work harder. So, you know,
That's how it be.
I am normally, I would, I got GoPro cams and I got all of that kind of stuff going on, but I had to fiber wise is not a lot of people that could bond fiber or use a fusion splicer in my area. So.
Yeah, no, you're good, bro. Yeah, we can just start off. Just kind of give a little introduction to you, like your background. How you got into tech, and even before that, just tell us about you.
All right. For you guys that don't know, I'm Zattel. I'm with the Packetchasers. People call me Packetchasers. Packetchasers comes from the term of layer 3, which is that's where the packet lives. And being a network administrator, we always chasing packets to come up with the resolution for networking issue. Me, myself, I'm ex-military. I joined the military when I was 17. I became a drone operator. I didn't join the military specifically to become a drone operator. That's how it happened. When I was getting out of the military, I didn't think wireless would trickle down to the civilian population as it has. And so after I got out, of course, my natural tendency was to lean towards wireless. So I started working wireless technologies. I actually designed all of the wireless for most of the convention centers that you've ever been to, Houston, Dallas, just name it. I designed. It's a company there called Smart City. I used to be the director of network at for Smart City, so that was my personal responsibility. Then prior to that, I worked for just mostly ISPs like the British Telecoms of the world, the Infonets of the world. They say the internet as we know it today was built and created by Infonetians, and then I got brought out by British Telecom. So at Infonet, BT around the turn of the century is where I got introduced and involved with Cisco. And that was just an experience. Straight out of college, I worked for the IEEE. And so after that, I started working with the IEEE, and I was like, I worked on committees, like 802 dot committees.
Yep.
And then after that, I started working for the Facebooks. I worked for Google,
Wow.
Amazon. I got friends all over there right now. And currently, that's kind of like my situation. I'm into data centers because at the turn of the century, or everybody was in data centers. If you guys don't realize that, data centers was a big thing before everybody started going on-prem. And so the reason, I'll keep it short because the story's getting crazy long, but the reason why back then we were in data center mentality was because the price of a T1 was like $5,000 a month. So who can afford to access the cloud? We were all on dial-up getting 2,400. And so once the price of these, like I got fiber to the house now. Once the price came down, it made it more logical to go back and have all of the gold and diamonds in the data center instead of having like a $10,000 server at your home or your business. And so that led back, so to say, for us to go from data center to on-prem and now back to data center because the price of the connections are cheap. Like I said, I got better than a T1 to my house. But why data centers though? Because now the price of compute is incredible. So none of us can afford the price of that type of compute.
Yeah.
And if you can, let me know. I'm your friend.
Yeah. Hey, Facebook Marketplace, man. That's where you go. That's where you go to find some good
I was
stuff.
the Air Force Base we were talking about. Someone was selling some servers, and I was looking on Facebook, bro, and they were in that area, and I was tempted to go buy. I found a Dell rack around the area too, and they sold
I
it
used to
to
be,
another person.
uh,
So I was like, man, it was a Dell, the ones with the Dell logo on it, and
yeah.
it locks and everything. And I was gonna buy some racks
The
and like
EMC,
just
the EMC.
no, it wasn't an EMC. It was
Nah,
EMCs are
it was a
way expensive.
1900 series
Mm,
Linux, most
mm.
likely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, have you seen them deals? I got one right there in my rack. They was so popular. They got that key lock in the front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
open it down to the hard drives,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right?
And they're expensive, but like this one, they were selling it for like 75.
Oh, I was
It
finna
was
say
a
not
steal.
no more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially used. What's your favorite I guess brand of Switch
Come on, I'm a
or
Cisco
networking gear?
engineer.
You know he's a
No,
Cisco
no,
guy.
but honestly, Sienna 6500. Go ahead, Linux. My bad.
No, you're good. I was gonna say he's a
Sienna
Cisco guy.
6500. That's my right now. That's my favorite Switch flavor.
Mm.
Are
And
you
how's it?
familiar with the Sienna?
No, I'm only like familiar with like Cisco. I haven't really got to play with the Cisco yet, and then
Yeah.
I'm aware of Juniper, and then Ubiquity. Ubiquity's like the baby version of switches,
Yeah.
and then like I have a cheap TP Link 6-port switch for like basic routing at my house. But
I
yeah,
got some of those.
yeah, they
Let
like go
me.
to crap after a while though.
No, they just like that's almost a hub. This is a wireless LAN controller right here. That's a Cisco
Yep.
wireless LAN controller. You get me? I got like those TP links. Those are good to carry. You should just carry. You should have a 6-pack of those in your car just in case of emergency.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, especially
Just
mine's managed, but like the unmanaged ones, you could just route basic connections. So
wait. What model is that? TP link that's managed.
I'm not. It's not in use. So I can just.
Let me see it.
It's the TLSG 105E. It's like $20 on Amazon.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
got you. All right.
Yeah, it hosts like you could set VLANs on it and stuff.
Dang. Like
Yeah.
wait. So it has a native VLAN function on it, and it's so
Yes.
that means that it's doing VLAN tagging.
Yeah, I could probably I need to tinker with VLANs. I didn't need VLANs at the time, so I just
Yeah,
turned it off.
yeah.
And I haven't used a switch recently because I was troubleshooting my home lab and I just plugged in the Ethernet just straight into it instead of routing Ethernet to my PC and my home lab and stuff. So, but yeah, it's pretty nice though.
Well, you know me, I preach the good gospel about that, about VLANs and why, and why would you need a VLAN? Well, I need to separate. I always talk to people because they get this mixed up in the fact that VLANs they separate broadcast domains on a switch, which is crazy, because people my age, we came from the hub to the switch. So to have something that could separate broadcast domains on a
Yeah.
switch is spectacular. I never even thought I would see anything like that. You get me?
Yeah.
What was your
I need
favorite
to.
job you've had so far? Like,
Yeah.
what was your favorite place to work? If you can say.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No. Hey, y'all can get what you want. My kids are running. I live in like the mountain community, and my house is known for the ices because I buy the ice. And, it's like 8 kids looking at me like, "Can we crack open the ices?" So when I retire from the military and whatnot, that's my main job duty is to give the locals ices. But honestly, I'm gonna say it's a toss up between Facebook and Google, and then If I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with Facebook.
What was the work environment like?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
At Facebook or Google?
Either,
Facebook
both.
or either, yeah.
Facebook's work environment is very synergistic. You give me everybody synergistically is coming together to kind of get things done. I'm talking about, this is from a person standpoint, not the amenities. Like, of course there's breakfast there every day on campus. There's 9 or to 11 restaurants you can choose from. There's a sweet shop. There's a full bank right there on campus. You get me?
Wow.
So that's a beautiful thing. But so that's what I liked mostly about Facebook. And but Google has way more resources than Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Google's resources are crazy. Like, you get free food when I went to the Facebook interview, right? So you get food and then you just pack it up in the box and you're like, yeah, I'm out of here. You got all this food, going home with the food. And then people are kind of looking at you like, eh. But at Google, when you pack up, they be like, you got enough? Here, take a couple of more.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And so at Facebook, just from a micro level, you feel like I'm feeling some type of way because I'm taking food. You get what is that? But at Google, I'm like, I don't feel no type of way. It's like, yo, I don't blame you. It tastes good. So Google is way more well funded and way more interconnected. So it's more of a network type of old boy network or Googler network, or is that kind of thing, So your skill is there, but it's more political than Facebook. You get me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just politics is of the essence at Google, whereas you could get away with a lot of that at Facebook. Nobody did.
I had a guy I met at a university I was visiting. They toured, and he said they had this one guy. He was a homeschooler. He was basically like a caveman, but they give him a book and he'd figure out how to code the language just by reading the book. And he went to work at Google and he had some issues and had to leave because of their environment and the way they're I guess the political. So yeah, it's kind of rough, I've heard. So
I'm kind of self-taught myself, so I get it. Like I'll give y'all a little tip. I'll give it. So I'm in the Google interview and the guy is asking me, tell me a difficult situation, how you dealt with it, boom, boom, boom. I said, well, they didn't, in the back of their mind, I said, yo, for a period of my life, I lived in a tent. They was like, tent? Like, they're thinking they wasn't thinking like, oh, he was in a military mobile unit, like we lived in tents.
Yeah.
So, and then I told them my personal opinion is that, and how did you feel living in a tent? I felt wonderful. And he's like, why? Because I feel like this, like if you get up and you do what you want to do every day, you're successful. And I wanted to live in a tent right there now. I wanted to jump out of perfectly good planes and live in tents. And I felt good about it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, hey, that opened them. That I could tell in the interview, they were like, wow.
They never heard something like that.
They never heard nothing like that. You get me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's actually, yeah.
Yeah. And being that is truthful, you get me? Like, because if you're gonna work for big companies like that, you're gonna have psychological interview. You don't know. The person that's interviewing might not even know nothing about the technology, and they might be pretending, and they really psychoanalysts. You get me?
Yeah.
You don't know. You just think like he's a engineer 7 up out of the so-and-so lab when he's not an engineer at all. This guy's a whole psychologist.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So when you worked at Google and Facebook, did you run the lines and stuff? I guess like doing the network setup. So like, cause like my first job I did
Mhm.
ever was at a networking company and like they did contracting and stuff. And
Yeah.
like all I did was like run lines. I didn't really get to mess with switches at that
Oh, I
point. And
got you. I got you. When you
but like,
say
do
run
y'all run the
lines, you're
lines and
talking
stuff?
about
Running wire.
fiber lines or cable lines or
Fiber lines, Cat 6. I know Cat 6 degrades over time when you go longer distances. So I assume they did fiber at Google and Facebook. So
copper has a propensity to degrade over time. Imagine when you first get a brand new copper penny, it's shiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then over time, it's going to start. So that's it.
yeah.
That's the materials deteriorating at you. But I didn't run any cabling or anything like that at Google. For a company like Google or the Facebooks, that's going to
Yeah.
be contracted out.
Oh, okay. So they
And
had people that they do it
when they
too.
build the building, they're going to call a certified type of contracting company. Like, I wish I had my hard hat, like with my stick. And so Swinnerton, that's who's going to do that for them.
Okay.
Oh, I
Look
see.
them up. They call Swinnerton.
Probably
That's
make
who
some
has
good
the
money with that.
contracts for that. So like if I had, I'm an engineer, data center engineer. I'm working with bleeding edge technology. They're not gonna waste their time to pay me to run cable fiber.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So
But I do know how to do it. I do. I got a here. I got a light meter right here. I work with fiber every day, so that's a light meter,
There you go.
are those things,
like
I know that's like $2,000 just for that thing.
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and I got two, one for both ends,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so pricey too. I had one for Cat 6 and I was using
Yeah,
it and it was supposedly broken, but like it would work and read it and stuff so I could be able to detect lines. And that thing alone was like $2,000 and it was just the size of like my phone and just thicker.
yeah.
So it's
The
crazy.
thing about all of that equipment is not exactly the price. The second thing you got to think about was when the last time it's been to the precision measurement lab. Is it actually
Yeah.
calibrated?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
I've
don't know
been
if
on
that one
equipment
was.
that hasn't been calibrated forever. I'm getting crazy readings and I don't know. And then I
Yeah.
look at the calibration date and I'm going like, this was a waste of time because the
Someone asked
device is uncalibrated.
someone asked in the comments says, how hard is it to get in those positions you had in the current day? What? I don't know what they mean by that.
Uh, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this is my personal opinion. Um, it ain't gonna be easy, brother, because um, it's like you're gonna be tested. Like my my first gig network at a data center on a help desk, I was working the swing night into the morning shift, and my
Mhm.
main responsibility was not to let the coffee go empty.
Mm. Wow.
Now you've heard of the webcam, right?
No, I haven't.
Hey, I want you to do this. Look up the story of the person that invented the webcam. Hey, so this guy put the camera on the coffee pot,
Yep.
Yeah.
so the coffee pot would not go empty. And then he sit at his desk while he's doing his work, looking at the coffee pot.
Oh, that's actually smart.
That's the guy that invented the webcam. Look,
Wow.
I did not know that.
I didn't
look
either.
it up. It's like mother of necessity, you know. So,
Yeah.
Huh.
um, it's so it anything that's worth having or doing is gonna be hard,
Mm.
right? You get me?
Yeah.
Even playing ping pong is hard if you're gonna be like the best at playing ping pong.
Yeah. So you have to expect a difficulty to be good at it, or at least get further. There's got to be friction at least some point. You need friction to get better.
Definitely, you're
Yeah.
not gonna you like the Googles, the Facebooks, I got a niece that she works in the AI thing for Tesla up in where they're cutting the water off, Reno,
Mhm.
right up in that area. So she been there for years. She used to be in Texas. She was in the Navy, and then she went to Tesla, and whatever they do in Texas at Tesla down there, she was doing whatever she was doing. I don't know. And then she did it for so long at such a good rate. I call it like testing nuclear bombs. And basically, she just had a hammer. It didn't blow up. On to the next one. It did. That was her job. And then she did it so efficiently for so long. Now she's in charge of some type of 3D AI, whatever it is, in Reno. So these companies, they gonna test your loyalty after they test your ability.
Yeah, I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the next thing. Oh, he's technically competent. And so as I said, it's not gonna be easy. Some guy was telling me about this, that, the other thing. I was like, look, bro, I was in the military for 10 years. I got out, I was working on copiers, and then I started going to college. You get me? So here I am 10 years in with a college bachelor's in computer science, and I speak 3 languages. Yo puedo hablar español igualmente que inglés. ¿Sabes lo que pasa cuando dice te quieres? Like, I speak like Spanish, speak, read, and write, brother.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so it was still difficult for me to get motion in the industry until I got my CCNA. I was already on seat doing jobs. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. I'm working for a big company, but it was all fun and games until I got my CCNA.
So is that where you would start? Like, okay, so say there's somebody wanting to go into networking and do what you do. What would be the first step you would take?
The first step I would take is I would get familiar with layer 1 transmission mediums.
Okay.
You get me? While I'm in school, class, text, whatever it is, trying to figure out the direction that I want to go. Because I'm saying, like, no matter what, let's say you're gonna work servers, you're gonna be a server admin or Linux or Red Hat, right?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna hurt when you go in there and they go, "Can you bond fiber?" You be like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Even if you don't have that's nowhere in your job description, at least when something like that happens from it, like, and all of the engineers and they're gonna what do you think? Linux used to bond. Hey, Linux, you're coming to this meeting. Come here right now.
Yeah.
Even though you do, add moves and deletes or whatever on servers, etc.
Yeah.
At this point, and so that you add value to your position. So in short, I always say, it ain't gonna hurt you no matter what direction you going in the industry to get familiar with layer 1 technologies and the OSI model. Get familiar with the OSI model so you could get a feel for where you want to branch into after you get your foot in the door. I can crimp wire. Orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. I can crimp. I got crimpers tools. I can use an OTDR, optical tone deflector, TDR, time deflection, reflectiometer. You know what I mean? T-birds. All layer 1 technologies I'm like very, very good with.
So you just say diversify, like you gotta know the whole industry, but then you can kind of zoom in on the one that you care about most. Is that kind of what you're saying?
That's what I'm getting at, Lennox. That's because like now, and if I get to, like, I was in the military, so I can't hear good out of one ear, so I'll start talking loud. I'll start creeping. So just,
Yeah, you're good. You're good. No worries.
You're good.
But definitely, like, I see a lot of younger engineers, you get me? And they're running around, they got blinders on. Like, hey, this guy is an expert on wave division multiplexing. On this specific product, the 6500 CM. Cool. Hey, dude, I'm gonna need you to go check the camera that we use to keep the coffee. Can you? Dude's like, I don't do cameras, brother. I just do wave. I don't do that. Hey, can you go and change the sticky mat, the welcome? Have you ever been in the data center?
I haven't.
You got, when you walk
I've been in a small one.
all right, well, all right, Dewey, when you walk in, there's a welcome mat, but it's really just a sticky mat.
Yeah, for the
So
dirt.
you know how like when you get on the freeway, blah, 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 it shake the rocks out your tires?
Yeah.
That's that vibration on the freeway. When you drive to the side, it shakes the rocks out your tires.
Yeah.
So by the same token, that sticky mat, it pulls the dirt and grime off your shoes.
Okay.
So if I was a sleuth, all you got to do is go that sticky mat. You can tell who came to work. By the end of the day, you know it's all dogged out. But like you come there first, you like, oh, why was the boss in here? You see some leather shoe print. You like, oh my God, that's the man.
Okay, that's cool. So is that what you do now? You do data center type stuff?
Basically, right now I'm a career coach. You know, I help coach up and coming young engineers to get into the game, just like we talking right now. But from a financial standpoint, I do emergency data center response tickets, and then I do the tickets nobody else want anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
And
The
so
rough ones.
I'm kind of like semi-retired, but I mean financially, you can imagine what Google stock is. You get me?
Yeah.
Facebook stock. So that's what gives me a chance to be honest and open on these platforms. You get me? When we first started, I got a whole wall full of certifications I could spin around and beyond just going to college. And then plus I'm familiar with Layer 1 technology. So when let's just say Dewey, Linux, you working for a big time guy, you doing big time things. You get me? You working in the upper left corner of the data center rack. That's the high expensive stuff. You doing that. I don't know if you guys heard of north, south, and east, west as far as data centers.
Yeah. Like
so
the region of the data center and based off the
well,
ping, right?
you could just do a search. They call it north, like when you're talking about like SD-WAN technology. You get me? So you got a controller. It's going to be higher on the rack, whereas your switching equipment is going to be on the south side, on the lower parts of the rack.
Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look it up right there: north-south networking, north-south data center, north-south racking, blah blah blah. So top left end is where the high end is.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's always important to have, I'm gonna say layer 1 and whatever else you get me as you starting to learn and grow and get into the business. So to say.
What do you think some good foot in the doors are? What do you think some good places on the base floor are? Like some good resources and stuff.
So like to just get into that area, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get right to it. And then I just want to say like, and since I worked it, I help put the horns up on One Woosher, which is the wireless point-to-point link. So I still work data center. You get me?
Yeah.
So some of the easiest places to get in, managed service providers, like newly up and coming managed service providers. I used to work for this managed service provider that it was 8 of them on their whole team, and their network engineer wasn't the sharpest pencil in the box. It's 8 of them. They pulling down like $3 million in contracts a year. So managed service provider, you're gonna have to wear a lot of different hats, right? So when you coming in, you're gonna have a lot of different abilities. You get me? Another place is like construction. Swinnerton, it's another construction company that's real big, and they always doing data construction. I forgot the name of them. They sticker on the back of my hat, but they big in San Francisco. But why I say them is like these construction contracts are now coming with cabling lines, as you say. So it's people that's making a king's ransom just doing that, right?
Yeah, good money,
Right.
and there's
They
infinite money
never
too.
move on. They
Yeah, it
never
just
move
keeps
on.
on coming.
Yeah. And then another place to get your foot in the door, I'm gonna say, is manufacturing. Like Starbucks, right?
Yeah,
Their coffee cups are made by a company called Sun or whatever the Pack. You know how many coffee cups they make a year?
I don't
probably
want to
like
know.
trillions.
A lot. And then all of that is determined. Like now, it used to be, now it's all automated, right?
Yeah.
So they went from needing more factory workers on the floor to, like, wait a minute, somebody go in and do a precision measurement on the AI robots because they're out of alignment.
Yeah,
Can
automation.
you imagine the type of if you're a AI robot precision measurement engineer?
Yeah.
They make some good money.
How many people even do that?
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah.
lot.
So I'm saying, like, I just threw that that's a foot in the door thing, but that's, I don't know. You might be highly gifted. You're gonna have to have a Batman tool belt of abilities.
Yeah,
You get me? And then they'll, like, what do you do? I do to make sure that when the robot arm, it don't go too high. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And once it gets out of alignment, it's gonna start tripping. So how often do these things got to be aligned? So it's called precision measurement.
Mm.
And so now there's computers connected to that, and I'll throw this little what's these guys' name? They Amazon bought their stores. Is it Trader Joe's or that the store? It's all green.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Maybe. I'm not sure.
If it was some, like, but you've heard of Trader Joe's, right? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I forgot.
Oh,
It's
it said
another
Whole
one.
Foods. Whole
Sprouts.
Foods.
Whole
Whole Foods.
Foods.
Yeah.
Whole Foods.
Someone said in
Whole
the
Foods
comments.
has a basket technology in there, right? That basket, you can just put the food in there. It automatically, you don't gotta wait in line. You gone. It weighs the food itself. So that is, like, let's just say you got you're a precision measure, like, you know how to take weights and measurements and all that. But you're a computer person too. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an entry point for you, because a lot of the older school people they're just mostly analytical, analog, and so they don't think about how the computer interacts with that. So you could easily get on a team like that if you're a computer person and you like, yo, I know a little bit about precision measurement. I'm not a scientist on it, but I'm good with routers and switches and stuff.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, come on in. So another thing I'm gonna mention is like if you could run into somebody like Bill Gates when he was in his garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a buddy. His name is May, Travis May.
Is he
And, just like us. You see how we talking right now?
yeah.
Travis May was like, gee, I want to build a phone company. I was like, whatever, Trav. And so so now Travis don't even work no more. He flies his own plane. He his own pilot. He's like, I'm gonna buy a plane now. I'm gonna be my own pilot. Hey, G, you wanna go for a ride? I'm like, so he owns a company. Look it up. Toll
I
free
just
forwarding. His name Travis May.
I just found Live
Toll
Ramp
free
and
forwarding. Travis May. He a little bit younger than me.
yeah.
I met him when he looked like you guys. Dude. Hey, I was like, we asked him, like, Travis, let's go out on a date. He's like, man, I'm not, until I make my first million, I'm not even dating. I'm like,
Wow.
no. Travis May, I helped him toll free 40. He right there. So as I'm getting at, how that comes. So Travis, one guy, he hired a programmer from a third world country, sent him in to, I got you. And then he needed a network engineer, right?
Yeah.
He's like, gee, like you see how we just talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, gee, can you really do that stuff you talk about? I was like, bruh, in my sleep. He's like, here's some money. I was like, wait, like I can use this to buy food with? He's like, yeah.
Wow. So networking is a pretty big deal for you.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's the foundation of my thing is I'm a natural network engineer.
Yeah.
And as I said, I was a drone operator in the Air Force, so I'm extremely good with wireless networks. Like I designed all the wireless networks for all the convention centers worldwide. At one time, I was a manager of the largest Cisco wireless blueprint in the United States of America. But, I mean, I have a thing for network engineering, OSPF, that thing,
Yeah.
because industry wide, and I'm going to tell you guys is that when you go into the meetings, the smallest meetings is the network engineer meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 6 dudes in there. Now we got to eat all of the snacks. Like they done bought snacks for hundreds. Like, you go into the sales engineer meeting, what is it? It's a party. Like it's people they just having fun in there, bro. When you go into the network engineers meeting, all you see is like katana blades and stuff. They're like, yo, what happened? The network went down. What? All right, what happened? You get me?
Yeah.
We do a root cause analysis. We're on the bleeding edge, and that's where heads will roll.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm getting at. Like the network engineering meeting is going to be small. That's why I push that as an entry point into the industry, because it's a lot of people that don't want to deal with 1, 2, and 3.
What's a good resource to like I like the aspect of networking. I want to get into system administration. I really like doing server stuff. But what's a good resource for like learning how to structure networks? Because like I'm aware of like how some infrastructures are stacked with like an MDF and an IDF cabinets and like stretched out throughout certain like networks and stuff. But like what resources would you recommend to learn how to structure a network?
I mean, I would be wild not to say Cisco. Like,
So
and then you're
Packetchaser?
talking about you got to look at topology, topological methodology.
Yes.
That's the search you want to do. You get me? Just do a search. When you do the search now in this, I would get into it long form, but we're in the information age. You don't need me to talk about the whole thing. I already open. You already know, like, that topological methodology, because it's methodologies. But before that, I worked on a spine leaf topology. I never heard of a spine leaf topology. You get me? Only thing I heard of was like a star in a token ring. Now they got all kind of different topologies out now. So that's where I would start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I would start. And then once you do that search, any of the see how is the general anything that we're not thinking about, it might be something out there that's called, elbow, ankle, or you get me? Like, I don't know. When I ran into spine leaf, it was my first time experiencing it. And so it's other stuff out there. So that's the approach that I personally would take, because we in an age now where people are gonna come off half-cocked, telling you the wrong information. You seen that movie 1983?
Yes.
With George Orwell? He's like 5 is 3, but sometimes it could be 4, and then on certain occasions it could be 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it'll be people out there, their job is to manipulate you like that. You'll be out there. I had a guy, man, come and tell me, if you've ever been to any of my sessions, I talk about the 3 tables that your data traverses to get itself through the internet, that being the MAC table, the ARP table and the routing table,
Yeah.
right? And so this guy comes, he does a comment like that wrong. And he's all like, dude, that's the worst explanation I ever heard in life. Yippee-ki-yay, all of that kind of stuff. But in his mind, he was serious. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I'm going like, bro, first off, Mac ain't even, he's talking about the protocol. I was like, Mac is it ain't even a protocol with Mac. Mac is that's how the switches confirm your burned in address, who you are. Like the switch goes, that is a 3Com NIC card manufactured by 3Com in Indonesia. The switch knows this information.
Yeah.
So I'm going like, that's not a protocol, family. Like,
Yeah.
that's a table. Now, the routing table is, what protocol have you heard called routing? You OSPF, EIGRP, BG. Is no protocol called routing protocol. Routing protocols live in a routing table, family. What I'm trying to tell the guy. And then I'm going like, the only thing that actually has a protocol is ARP.
Mm-hmm.
You could throw that in there, but then ARP also has a cache or a table. So 50/50 ARP has a protocol, address resolution protocol. I get it. But I was telling, for the level of knowledge, the people I was talking to, I was trying to fit that into their level and then that. So imagine if this guy's your instructor, you're going to be going around thinking that Mac is a protocol.
Yeah.
Right? And you're going to go to the interview at Google and they're going to be looking at, they're going to be like, they're not going to say nothing. They're just going to be like, wow, that really?
We were talking about something kind of like this the other day, where we've seen a mass influx of people that claim all this knowledge and like they really know like literally nothing about what they're talking about. And we were just talking about how long is it, like a week ago? It's kind of crazy, and we're talking about social media, and especially we see a lot of people and they have a lot of followers, and they get a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of views, being like, man, this is good info, and it's just completely wrong. And it's pretty crazy.
You my guy, Lennox. Like, hey, the reason why and I got it. Hey, I want the first shirt. You give me?
Yeah.
My finger got wild. I got a message in from one of my.
K-Dot.
I touched it. My bad.
You're
my
good.
bad.
You're back.
What's that hack from the laptop? And then as soon as you said it, out the BitLocker. What do you mean? What's that?
Yes.
Are you not familiar with the BitLocker hack?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And he was dead serious too.
Bro. You gotta quote that. That's my favorite. I forgot. I watched that over and over.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hack into boy.
Yeah. That's what's crazy, is there's so many people like that just give all this knowledge that doesn't even make sense, and people that don't know are just it's the ignorance of bliss. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna try this out, and then it's not, and it's not their fault that they don't know that. It's just wrong information.
Yeah. And then I always tell people like, hey, forget the brainstorming. Let's let it go, bro. Let's just educate each other and move on, family.
Exactly.
That's how we could all eat. Because when you make a pot of gumbo, every flavor, you need every flavor to make it taste good. Like, I need your flavor.
Exactly. Yep.
Everybody's not meant to be a network engineer. Some people are meant to be sales engineers. You get me? And those are like, sales engineers can do that. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about, but then other people have to deliver that story. And can you imagine being in a meeting and the guy goes, yeah, let's use BitLocker. It's the safest thing on earth and blah, blah, blah. You all in the meeting like.
Yeah, exactly.
You all like, you know what? I'm being paid too much. I'm not even going to say nothing. BitLocker it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you
all
nervous because you
proprietary.
like, yo, this is too good. This is good money. I can't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just blame it on Microsoft if they
Mess
get hacked.
this up. So
Yeah.
I've been in that position where it's people that are like, bro, they're just what they're saying is the most ridiculous thing. It's total idiot. That movie you seen it, Idiocracy or whatever it is, where the guy had a Gatorade come out the water fountain.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. They have the electrolytes you need.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
saying it's like you're gonna go to a place like that, bro. And you're gonna be like, you know what? I don't. Should I say? And then you're gonna say something. The katana's gonna cut. Yak. You're gonna be gone. And then you're
Yeah.
gonna be thinking like, what happened? I was spitting the truth. Well, their push is based on lies, and they have to perpetuate that to get those checks in.
Yeah.
That's
It's
another
kind of
thing.
sad.
There was a guy that he owns a startup. He does social media a lot. But one of the things he was talking about is he's saying, I don't listen to anybody who has less experience than me, and I don't listen to anybody who has less money than me. And I was thinking, that's got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
That's weird as.
Because
Yeah.
knowledge is power, and everybody has a different type of knowledge. And like, even somebody that has less experience than me may have experienced something completely different than me and knows more about it than I do. Not just because you have a minimum amount of experience doesn't mean you don't know anything. That was just
Really,
that was just really interesting to me because I want to learn from everybody. I want
Yeah.
Me too.
I want to learn as much as I can. If somebody knows more about stuff than I do, I want to learn from that. And
Yeah.
that was just really interesting to me. I can't really understand that. Like, why wouldn't you want to learn more from people who
That's
Do you mind if I
why.
input some?
Yeah.
When I started like my Discord server,
Yeah.
that was like I think that was one of the best things I could have done for my social media. And
Mm-hmm.
I started learning more from my viewers that if I didn't start that Discord server, I'd be way behind other people.
Me too.
I've gotten like tips on tools. When I was setting up my home lab, I got more tips on how to set up stuff. I didn't know what a ZFS partition was. And then I started learning how to set up a ZFS partition. Now I have like 2 terabyte drives put together. And like some other stuff, networking. I had beef with some dude on Instagram comments. He was saying, I set up a splash page forwarded on my router. And he said something like, I need a DMZ and like some other stuff. But it was a splash page hosted through like an Nginx proxy or Nginx proxy on a web application firewall.
Oh
And
yeah,
I started,
I've heard of Nginx.
yeah, I started beefing with him, and uh, I posted a video and he got flamed. I had like low level TV comment on the video, and then he blocked me. And so
Wow.
yeah,
And
it was
that
crazy.
blows my mind. You get
Yeah.
me? Stuff like that blows my mind because that's to me, that's a time for both of us to educate ourselves. Just like I didn't know TP Link had manageable VLANs. You get me?
Yeah.
I just learned that today from a young engineer. He like, nah, dude, my pockets, the way my pockets is set up, this is what I
Yeah.
roll with, huh? You get me?
Yeah. Hey, exactly.
Hey, I can understand that. I've been there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I've been there. So, and then the other side of it is this: is that why would an older person not want to learn something from a younger person? That's
Yeah.
what keeps the aches and pains away. I mean, like, for an older person, like I got racks and like what's keeping me from just buying an island and becoming a heroin addict?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's that interaction.
Yeah.
It's that interaction, brother. If that's not there, then what am I gonna do? I might as well move to Bolivia and just be. And so, on the other end of it, you get me. So, like, and that's like for a guy saying like out, and I'm using that as a metaphor, saying like I wouldn't talk to a guy that unless he got more money than me. Well, what if he older than you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got something you ain't gonna never get. When the next time you're gonna be 63, 4, 5, or whatever? When the last time you've been in the industry 40 years, bro? Like, have you ever been into Facebook's lunchroom? Like they'd be like, nah, I ain't. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
So, and then by the same token, from a younger person, you go, hey, Unc, you ever try snowboarding? I'm like, nah, I've been skiing. Unc, you gotta get on the snowboard. You get me? Like, yo, next thing I'm snowboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always something to learn.
Right. So that synergism is what drives motion.
Yeah.
You know, without synergism, like that guy you was talking about, he don't got no motion.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And
I
it
feel
was
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
it
Like,
was
wow.
one of the have you've seen like all the AI startup companies, right? You've seen those type of deals.
Yeah.
It was one of those type of deals. It's one of the bigger ones, one of the few that started it. And it's just really interesting to me. Why would you not want to learn from other people?
Yeah.
Period.
That's I love learning from people that have a completely different experience than I do, because you know they may have experienced something, you know, even though we do the same thing, they may have
Yeah.
experienced something completely different.
Helps you stay humble too, because being more open and like, hey, I have this thing set up. I think it's secure, but you may have some input, and I may be missing something. We're all human. We all overlook something. So yeah,
To me, synergism is a key element for growth. Like you can only grow so far until you start synergizing. Even if, let's just say I'm Coca-Cola, right? I make the greatest drink in the world. You get me? I'm
yeah,
gonna have to synergize with other cultures to get my point across that my drink is the greatest one in the world. So therefore, I'm gonna have to go to Thailand. You know, even though I don't like Thai food,
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go there. You get me? And just and do that. So synergy is very important to synergize with others, and that's why like I give a class, I give a 30-day boot camp CCNA, and then people are like, this guy came on, he's like, and so I do a where I react to other people's videos.
Yeah.
This guy wrote me a whole thing like, dude, you're still in this guy's content and why and yippee ki and yeti. I was like, actually, family, this video is 15 years old. Secondly, I was in this guy's class when the video was cut 15 years ago. Thirdly, I think his explanation is the top 3 worldwide of how he explains it. And so I could try and try and try. You get me? But
yeah.
I just think some of the points that he brings up for this particular argument are valid. And they 15 years old. Like he's still, this is OSI layer argument from
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still relevant. We still arguing about it today. So another thing I meant to add that with you, Dewey, as an entry point is nobody is Wireshark family.
Oh yeah, I gotta do
So
Wireshark
I'm gonna
again. I
tell you
haven't
this
touched it in a
right
bit.
now. Layer 1, 2, and 3, plenty of people. Layer 5, 6, and 7, plenty of people. But layer 4 is still like so you being the
Yeah.
network engineer, you be like, oh man, I think it's a socket issue, a layer 4 issue. Then people are like, and then now you're going to learn. So if you in a group and you a Wireshark engineer expert, you
Yeah.
hire your family immediately right now.
I got you.
You
I
get
gotta
me what I'm
tinker with
saying?
Wireshark again.
Bro, because
I haven't
look,
touched it in a minute.
understand this. I just came out bonding fiber. I just racked and stacked 300 pounds worth of switches. I just talked to Linux about UPS. Do you know how heavy them things is to deal with them, all that crap?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just did all of that. And now I get to the office. You talking about layer 4? Get out of here, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Can I ping Google? Yeah. Bye. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's that middle ground between the app, the develop ops and the network. But layer 4 is that middle ground. It could go either way. You get me?
Yeah.
So I emphasize to younger engineers that that's a hidden skill and it's gonna always get you in the door. So if you come in, you do an interview, you walk people through some Wireshark captures, some they call them PCAPs, packet captures. People don't even know how to what a PCAP is or how to capture a packet. Straight
Yeah.
up in the data center.
Mhm.
They don't care about that.
Yeah.
Until it's a problem.
Yep.
Mhm.
You get me? So, I mean, when I was younger, if I was like 15, 20 years younger, I would have spent a lot more time on Wireshark back then. Like, I'm good with it now, but I would have did that back then. You know, I'd already be having marble floors probably.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like it's almost, I want to say it's an acquired taste. You know, I forgot Wireshark had another name, and I used to use it back then. It was called like Test It or Wire It, or it was a catchy name, and then somebody stole the naming and all that from the original inventor of Wireshark, and he was like, you know what? Just name it Wireshark and move on.
Hmm.
So if you can master, or you could be real good at Wireshark. Trust me, ask anybody in the industry. If you know anybody in the industry, they're gonna be like, you're hired. Who do you know? And I take it that you
Yeah.
gentlemen are in the industry,
A little
somewhat.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Know
Who
people
do you
that
know
are.
that's a Wireshark?
Yeah, I know
Like you
people.
personally know, and you go, that guy's the Wireshark guy.
Not many.
Yeah,
If
not
any.
many.
You know what I'm saying? And if you find one and you know that guy, that's the guy you want to buy coffee and get cool with.
Okay. Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah. Sure.
Because if you could get, and then Wireshark is there. You want to try to understand and get some tips on his troubleshooting methodology with Wireshark.
Yeah. I wanted to know what you think about IPv6 and how long it's taken to integrate it and
Yeah,
migrate.
a friend just introduced me to IPv6. He's in the chat right now, and he's like really good with networking. So
IPv6 been around for like a long time.
I think.
As soon as IPv4, I was trying to see if I probably got books on the first book on IPv6 up there. Have you heard of ISDN?
no.
I don't think so.
All right.
Um,
So I'm saying before stuff like that, they had ISDN, right? Let me grab this real, just so you don't be like this dude making up weird stories. So this is one of my favorite books. This is an old book, ISDN,
Wow.
Integrated Services Digital Networking. This is where asynchronous transfer mode. Hey, you know what we say in the industry?
what?
I still don't know. I still don't know. Like,
Dude.
Wow.
so
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, IPv6 versus IPv4, we already know where all of that came from, right? When the internet was invented, the person that was doing all of that, they never envisioned that we would start to run out of network numbers. That's why we came up with the thing of private IP range, right? The 10 dots, 192.168. And so think of it from this standpoint. Henry Ford, right? You heard of that guy.
Yeah.
The first car that he built, where did he build it at? In his living room.
Mm-hmm.
So once it got going and everything, he had to tear down his living room wall to take the car out. Now, if you have a brick from that living room, that one brick, $250,000.
Wow.
I see people with that brick sitting in their thing. I'm like, why you got a brick in your, a brick? He's like, no, that ain't no ordinary brick. And I was working through car dealerships. So what I'm getting at is that when we came to this point of running out of IP addresses, all of the network engineers had a meeting, you get me? And they put the question, what must be done? What can we do? And so here comes IPv6. Oh, and OSPF version 3, which is a OSPF that's designed to work with IPv6. So it's just new math, family. It's just adding three zeros: milli, micro, nano, pico, tera. Just got to add 3 more zeros to it, right? Because of the exponential growth of the internet and these internet of things. When you mean to tell me you want your fan, like this is my fan, right? I want to put my fan on the internet so I could automatically cut it on and whatever. And so this is this internet of things. We're going to run out of numbers. And that's why IPv6 was created. And as you know, the CCNA is going from the 1 dots to the 2 dot era. Tested February 7th is going to change, and the emphasis is going to be troubleshooting ability, of course. And IPv6 is, every iteration is moving in further.
Yeah.
So most networks, they run IPv4 and IPv6 actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they're just waiting for the day. Most network engineers, they're just waiting for the day when they're gonna say pull the plug on IPv4.
Yep.
So they run them as I said, they run them.
That's gonna be a crazy day.
Yeah.
That's gonna change a lot of things.
And that'd be huge for like
theoretic
network. Yeah.
Are you? Go ahead, Dewey. I was gonna say before you go, is like if you on your home router and you do like the show IP route or whatever, you got an IPv6 number on your box.
My ISP doesn't support it, but I might call them. They just put in there's a one in Texas, and they're running fiber, and they just ran fiber by my house. So I'm hoping we switch to fiber because we're on like coaxial, and I'm capped at 300 megs, which is good, but like still, I want to get a gig and then get IPv6, because then I can do some port forwarding and learn network security for servers and do like a VLAN setup for my home lab and stuff. But that's like the dream setup when I get IPv6.
So. You like me, Dewey? Like I live in a rural area, right? And I had AT&T. You know that AT&T? They got a box. That's a modem. You could just give me take it in. It was mobile. And then there's a rural project, and then I got fiber to the door. Now.
Yeah.
So just like you, that little project that's going on, Dewey, you the same way. You're gonna have fiber to the door. They're gonna come to you and they're gonna, hey, you want fiber? You're gonna be like, fiber. And then
that happened to me not that long ago.
Yeah.
I got fiber not that long ago.
I'm excited to use a fiber because we had fiber for a while in our ISP. It's unreliable, but I get a static IP. That's the only thing I'm happy about is a static IP. And I can use I did an email server for fun. That was probably really sketchy to set up, but
top 3 or IMAP?
I don't know. I just use a panel. So
Hey,
I had a panel and
I was
email.
an email administrator for the IEEE, dude. I'm an email expert.
I just like call it a random guy. It was so difficult for me, and then I found out about like this open source Docker container, and it just spins it up for you. And all you have to do is enter like a few things, and that's it, and it works. I did a whole name server setup.
That's the age we're in now. Like for my my website.
Yeah.
I was just like, what do you think? It was like, I think this. And I was like, you think so? It was like, yeah, here's the code for it. I was like,
yeah.
I just copied it over there. It was working. I was like, dang. Like, this is the new age, bro. Like in my mind, when the task came to me, I was like, dang, it's going to take a weekend or 3.
Yeah. Takes a few hours now.
But then it changes the mental muscle. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm gonna get so used to the crutch that when the crutch goes, you know what? I'm busy today. Like now, like I got a thing with my one of my colleagues. He used to be my boss. He's a CEO now for he used to be the have you heard of ADP?
No,
I don't think so.
The check dudes. Come on, man. You never got a check stuff from a company?
I've got a check, but I don't know.
ADP. Hey, the
ADP.
checks mostly ADP.
Yeah, yeah, I know the logo. I know the
All
logo.
right. All right. I was gonna say, and so I know I used to work hand in hand with one of their CIOs and whatnot. Now this dude he's the CIO of ADP. So you just like the business is about relationship, family. I don't even right? I
Yeah.
could go. So imagine, and then just before I just land, imagine if back in the day, I never thought he would become the CI. His name is Ali Din, Din. Look up Din Cloud. That's his daddy. DIN space CLOUD. Bob Din is Ali Din dad. And so back in the day, imagine if I had an attitude like a micro, if I was just, I don't like it, but just cracking little side weird jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
Now he's the CIL LMNOP of he would have looked up my name and just blacklisted me like, yo, that's that guy.
Yeah.
So it like I'm with Lennox on that is that synergism is important. I was just going back to that. The importance of learning from old and new is very important. And IPv6, get it, whether you like it or not, go ahead and start getting used to it, because with the explosion of the Internet of Things, I can't even imagine what they're gonna put on the internet next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some guy's gonna come to the meeting like, "Hey, Zach, hey, my coffee mug's on the internet. Watch this. I could perfectly."
Yeah.
Another good place to get into business is Starbucks. Starbucks has a heck of I used to work for Starbucks. They got but their server. I'm just like, I was a server admin early on, and I used to work with NetWare. If you ever even heard of that, but when I first started working with Starbucks, I was like, why do y'all need computer people? Y'all just sell coffee. Like, what do you? And then they was like, this is how the person that hired me, he's like, can you imagine going to a Dodger game and there's no hot dogs? I was like, that would be strange. You get me? Or going to a Starbucks and there's no coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So the process they use is that before they automate it, so to say, is like they kept and so I would call you up the street like, yo, man, I'm out of coffee, this kind of coffee. He'd be like, yeah, sure, I got some back, come get it. Then you would come to mine, get mine, right? And then I would run out. And then I gotta call another guy up the street. Domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big deal. You wouldn't think that Starbucks has the type of computer network like they do.
Yeah, they have to keep up.
You know what I mean? They got engineers, they got like heavy, big, and then you're not gonna be in the lion's den as much as if you're in a Google or a Facebook.
Yeah.
When you come to Google, it's like they throw you in with the lions, right? And if you survive, they go, dang, you live? And then they throw you in with the sharks. And then they cut your finger just for added measure.
Yeah. Yep. I can see that.
You get me? So it's not it's no joke. But so you gotta want it. That's all I'm saying. You gotta want it. You gotta want it.
What certification do you think is most useful starting out? Because I've been looking into getting some certifications, and I'm not real sure which I would want to go with first. If I want to start with the free one and then go up to maybe
Yeah.
the A+ or something like that,
A plus I think is useful. I mean, not useful, useless in like
or
tech
some,
world.
you
In my
know,
opinion.
just
Well,
what I forgot their company, but
Comp TIA.
yes, CompTIA, just any of those.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you think it'd be useful to get like one of the free ones first, or where you think I should start.
Crazy that somebody was like, so I started mine. I'm just using my example, CCNA, because I network administrating, and so a guy was like, "Why you just don't go for the A+ or the CompTIA with it?" I was like, "Bro, I've been in the military for 10 years. All of that, I could walk in there and just get that like automatically." So if you don't have any knowledge of layer 1 technologies and stuff like that, I think the A+ focuses on layer 1 and 2, something like
I
that.
think
So
so.
one of them. So I would rather you at least know what this stuff is instead of me having to teach you on the job, because the old millennium, you could learn that on the job. Now it depends on where you want to get in the industry. You get me? I'm Google Cloud certified.
Mm, yeah,
Who's heard of that? Like everybody's like, I'm AWS.
yeah.
I'm Microsoft 365. Like, who wants to be Google Cloud certified? Well, it's almost free to get certified.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's for me. You know what I mean? So that's the weight on it. So I would, from a free aspect, right? Google offers a lot of free courses for their, like, I'm a certified Google Cloud engineer, or I'm a certified Google DNS engineer type of thing. So you could get the free entry point certifications and stuff like that free. Then I would think about have you ever thought about VMware?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know.
I never knew they
Like
had
back in my day,
certification.
we called that micro segmentation.
I
You
didn't
get
even
me?
know they had certifications though.
Yeah.
Yeah. VMware.
Dang. I have to reinstall VMware, bro.
There it is.
Wow.
Install, managing, configuring.
But you can get hired just based off knowing how to use VMs.
How to use vSphere, yada yada. Whoopty bam. Yeah, this
Wow.
is. I used to be certified on version 3, but yeah, go ahead.
What were you saying?
Dude,
Peter?
I
There
didn't
is a
know that.
certification.
Man, I didn't know you can get like just hired based off knowing how to set up VMs and configure VMs. Because like I'm familiar with QEMU, so like that one's an XML configuration, but they have a GUI that sets it up and stuff like that. But I didn't know like that was a something businesses were scouting out for. Because I think you have to have like your foot in multiple areas too.
Well, I would go with, like, all right, we talking micro segmentation, right? So
Yeah.
with VMware, I could take your TP-Link switch and put it just connected to my server. Now it's a more powerful switch,
Yeah.
right? And now I'm delivering my services through whatever thing that is. You get me? But
Yeah.
all I need to know is the MAC address,
I see.
right? On the VMware. And then most of my routing and switching is going to be done internally on my VMware. You get, because you multi-home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the
Right.
stack
And
is
then
more
only
complex.
time I got to come off is that one port that goes to your switch, and I can share it to 3 others or do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So to a little like ice cream and cake, or cake and icing, is VMware, right? And Citrix on the front end. Are you guys familiar with Citrix?
I'm not.
No.
Look it up. You never heard of Citrix?
It might be under a different term that I know it by, but
Citrix, look up CCP. Citrix certified.
I've never even heard of this one, honestly.
Cloud computing. No. I'm not too far in the industry level. Yeah, I'm still in high school right now.
Hey, don't forget about me when you hit, Dewey. Look me up. When you rolling around in your spaceship, look up Unk. Be like, oh, they're going Unk. I'm finna I don't need no electric motorcycles no more. I'm just gonna drop all of them in Unk. I don't even. I don't even See, yeah, like, yo, I don't even talk to old guys. I don't talk to guys that's poorer than me. Like,
Yep.
I
Gotta
give them my old stuff.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, you know that Citrix is virtual desktops,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of companies that that's how they do their thing. They're mobile organizations. They like, yo, when I get to France, I'm gonna log into my Citrix, which is on the back end of Citrix. Mostly people use VMware, right? And then what? Citrix has a thing where they can logically load balance.
Mm.
So that's where they sent. That's how I became a Citrix engineer myself. Is that we had a VMware situation with people using using Citrix, on a logical desktop,
Yeah.
right? And then so they was having performance issues like fast stuff. And so I found out Citrix has another application that does load balancing. You get me?
Yeah.
Logical though. It's logical. It's not like a load balancing box. It's a software.
Yeah.
You get me? So it when you're asking me like, hey, what's a good, of course I'm gonna say Cisco. I'm a Cisco head.
Yeah.
But non-biased, taking the Cisco out of the biasness and whatnot, VMware, Citrix,
Virtualized
right?
networking.
Yeah, you that guy. But see, that's five, 6, and 7,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Where VMware live at 5, 6, and 7, Citrix, all that lives at 5, 6, and 7. You get me? And so for a project at home, this is the same. I got a VMware server with a CM built on a Cisco Unified Communication Manager. It's a voice over IP server.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I want to learn
It's built.
voice over IP because
Yeah.
at my school they kind of got a phone system and
Yeah.
stuff, but like, it'd be nice to have like one like a voice over IP set up for like each classroom so like they can contact them. They use walkie talkies right now, so I think that's probably more reliable than a
You can
voice over IP setup. Well, yeah,
you
you could
can
probably.
PA over voice over IP. You get me?
When I-
You know how you like click on a thing, Sandy, pick up line 7, and it broadcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You can do that.
that would actually, and you probably set it to do, since it's voice over IP. If a person's in a classroom, I could just set it to target a certain classroom, because you could say, and this IP is this classroom, and they're in this classroom.
Easy.
Yeah, that's
No,
actually pretty cool.
no, you want to go with this VLAN is this classroom,
Ooh,
right? Because
yeah,
you wouldn't want to mix up like the horticulturalist VLANs with the what's that ROTC VLANs, right?
mm,
You get me? You don't want to switch. So
yeah,
you want to separate those broadcast domains. You get me? So that this dude
yeah,
taught, they could all talk their own language on their own pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So just like if you call me on the phone, I would say, nah, Dewey, this is how you want to do it.
yeah. I see.
And then after you get the
network,
check, I'm gonna be like, yo, Dewey, am I in for that electric bike you talking about? With the fat tire. I went the one with the fat tire in my corporate colors.
Yeah.
Hey, but then I want that quote on there. I want Linux quote on there. What do you mean you haven't heard? You never heard of that? Like
BitLocker.
that laptop?
Yep.
BitLocker? You never. Hey, I want that on my thing. You know how you have that plate on the front of your bike?
Yeah.
I want mine to say that on the front. So that when you hit Dewey, don't forget. Be like, no, I gotta get Unc this bike. I'm shipping it to him. Quote. What do you mean you never heard of the BitLocker hack?
That'd be an interesting buy.
The reason it hit a bone Linux is because I'm going, damn, I just hacked into No, why did it?
Yep. Hey, it's crazy, man. That's what we were talking about. Like, there's just so many people that put out this information that just doesn't even make any sense, and they get a ton of views and likes of people that don't know anything.
It drives me crazy. And I like how you broke down that video because that's a perfect example. Because as soon as I spotted it, I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, you actually said that in a meeting and they actually listened to it?
Yep.
And the meeting was recorded?
Yeah. Yep. See that I see. Yeah, I love doing that. Like, I love doing that kind of stuff because it's good to get the info out. But I don't want to be, I don't want to be a jerk about it.
Me either. I
You
don't
got to
be
be.
one to be malicious.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, it's not about like downing the person for not know better. It's about
Yeah,
educating everybody. Everybody needs to learn from each other.
period.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, like, think of it like this. Me and you, we talking Linux. We having a conversation, right? And then I had a guy, he's talking about, oh, sometimes when I be trying to ping my L7 ingress port, the ping, I hardly ever get a ping reply from an L7 ingress port. I'm going like, bro, the reason being is because ping, also known as packet internet groper, it uses the ICMP protocol, which operates at layer 3. Like, yo, if you get a ping reply from an ingress layer 7 ingress port, you're magical, family. You're really magical.
Yeah.
Like, you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, if you're a young engineer, you're going to be running around talking about, I'm pinging at layer 7.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
get me? And some people, when they in those conversations, they not going to give you the courtesy of correcting. Some people are just going to be in the meeting going like, and then they're going to look up and go, man, this place has the greatest coffee I've ever tasted. Can I get another coffee? Like, yo, I'm just here for the coffee, bro. Whatever you're saying goes. Like, and then other people that are there, they're going to assume that what this person is saying is the gospel and it's not.
Yeah. And I honestly, I think there's no definitive answer on almost everything in technology. There's always another way. There's always multiple ways. There's always ways to learn more.
The total correct answer is the only constant in this business is change.
Yes, exactly.
Like, you get me?
That's
Like, if
exactly
you're going to
right.
bet on something, you could be like, hey, the only thing I can honestly rely on is the fact that tomorrow's going to be different. It's going to be change. Like, we're going from IP4 to IPv6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going from whatever to AI. We're going to the Internet of Things. Like, it's always going to be change. So don't walk in like, I've always, like, men are like creatures of habit. Like, I go to the same store still and buy the same Levi's I bought 15 years ago. I go buy the same Levi's, bro. 501s, 30, same damn Levi's. Maybe I might get loose fit now or spring fit or whatever. We men, you get what I'm saying? And then, if my girl's like, nah, I don't want to go to that store, I'm going like, I'm not buying no pant. I'm not buying no. I'll go, but I ain't even thinking. It would really have to be like pulling teeth for us because that's how we are.
Yeah.
So it's just a fact of life. That's how we are. So for us to adopt a different methodology, it's gonna take some work. You get me?
Yeah.
And write this down. Nobody ever got fired for having a different methodology. When you're saying it's a more way to spin a cap, but they fired people over philosophical differences.
Yeah.
Like, you come in a Cisco house and you talking Huawei, he's fine. He got 3 more days.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even though right, Cisco and Huawei, they both enterprise, big, this, that, and the other thing, but they both methodological. But those are two total different philosophy. You get me? It's
Yeah.
philosophical differences. So I tell people, young people coming up in the industry, don't stand on the philosophical difference. You know what they say, like, yo, I drew the line right there and died on the battle. Don't do that on a
Sounds like
philosophical.
some Linux users.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
They're
You see how the conversation started with Linux. I was like, let me have this quick conversation to just make sure.
You had to gauge it out. No, yeah, it's not like that at all. For us anyway.
Hey, the guy's
too.
like I'm calling it. Who you calling Susie? It's Seuss. I'm going like, my bad, brother. I'm not a server guy. I'm a Cisco guy. Hey, the guy already shooting. Blah, blah, blah. Head off. I'm going like, before I can even apologize. So like, it's rat. It's some people call Red Hat rat. I don't even know if people even still. I used to be certified on Red Hat 7. I don't even know where Red Hat is right now.
It's still used, but I mean, just enterprise level.
I heard Red Hat has more issues now than it was before. Like, there's this guy I know. He does like Kubernetes clusters and stuff, and he has a business that he's trying to do where he does like setting up servers for businesses and helping their data shift. So like, let's say you have your Kubernetes cluster and like you want to set it up properly. That's what he does. So, but he said Red Hat has more issues and is harder to troubleshoot than using Ubuntu.
Wow. Yeah.
You get me? And so like, look, about 15 years ago, me and you would have wrestled in the data center. You'd have said that word, Ubuntu. I'd have been like, what? Are you wild? Like, I'm certified on Red Hat 7.
Yeah.
8 of my best colleagues I know use it at home. Like, hey, here 10 years later, the guy's like, it's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be subject to change.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that's a methodology change.
Yep.
You get me? But you get to changing that philosophy is gonna be a problem. You get me? Because it's like I've been in the Linux argue. I've seen them. It started with Linux or Linux, and I'm going like, what have I walked into? You get me? Then it's SUSE or Red Hat or just the flavors. I used to know all of the flavors just from listening to their meetings. Just waiting for them to get to the networking part.
Hey, it hasn't changed. It has not changed one bit. That right there. That's a whole conversation that I get daily.
I get 12-year-olds on TikTok, like on my account. I have like 12-year-olds and 10-year-olds that are like just rabid over like basically philosophies in Linux, bro. There's these anti-system D users. I used to be kind of, but like I'm like hesitant on system D, but they're like so strict on philosophy. They're like, oh, you're using system D with such and such, and there's proprietary blobs in your system. I'm like, but the thing is, I have a job and I need these softwares. I need proprietary software on certain stuff. I need it to work.
Yeah.
And I like my complexity and control, but I have to have a balance between spending time configuring my system or tinkering with my system and then keeping my system like minimal and usable and then having stability in the middle. And I really like the stability option. So yeah, it's just interesting. People with too much free time on their hands. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about BSD? That just came to the something. Hey, as soon as I said Susie, BSD just slipped in there. You know, I was like, oh yeah, then there's BSD, there's Red Hat.
Yeah.
If I had more software support, you would see me on OpenBSD. I've heard OpenBSD is so easy to keep clean. Like right now, I use NixOS. It's such a weird distro because your whole system is declared in a configuration, kind of like Docker, kind of where you can list packages you install and certain stuff. But I can install my drivers, my packages. I can even like customize the way my system looks just by a configuration file, and it's like an image. On OpenBSD, it functions similar, but like it's pretty clean too. I don't know how the package management works exactly on OpenBSD.
I've heard it's good.
I've heard NetBSD is good too, but I
Mhm.
really want to switch to BSD if it had more software support and it's more secure.
See, I'm learning the flavors from hanging out with you guys too. See, I just picked up a new Nick's flavor. You just yelled it out. I was like, I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
You hit me
Yeah.
so, but
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that you have to remember that when just watch out, watch your philosophy when you out there, young Jedi's. You get me?
Yep.
You get me?
Yeah.
Don't go into a red hat house talk about, oh, BSD is the thing to do. And you better be backing that up crazy.
Yeah. I think.
And I brought that up so you could feel it. Like
Yeah.
Linux feels that. He's been in them. He already knew, like, damn, I'm walking on eggshells. I ain't even said nothing. But
Yeah.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's what makes it hard for people to get into it, is because, you know, that's their first impressions, is like, oh, use this one, but this one's better, but this one sucks. Oh, but use this one.
Yeah.
And I think it really comes down to, at the end of the day, just use it. Just try it. Try everything. Just try them out and see what you
I'll
like.
be like, start.
Yeah, exactly.
I did.
Just do it. That's like his name. Just start. Just start using it.
I did an interview with like an MSP, and it was like my first interview for an actual like tech job, because I was like job hunting. There's like 2 tech businesses in my city, and I applied for both of them. Never got hired, but the interview I did, I got lucky and got an interview. And I mentioned, you talking about the philosophy thing. I was talking about my home lab setup, because he was like asking me what are the projects I've done. I had a DNS server, a Minecraft server, and some other stuff. And I was telling him I was gonna switch to FreeBSD. I was like, it's like an idea, because some services. He looked at me like I was crazy,
The
and
weather
said,
in the room changed. You knew, like, I'm fired.
I was scared of the guys. This guy was the project manager, so he was under the boss.
The weather in the room changed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you say the wrong word, you all like, because, like, look, you heard of SAP, right?
No, I haven't heard of
I
that
don't
one.
think so.
SAP? Look it up. SAP. Hey, I walk in the meeting calling them SAP. S.A.P.
Yeah.
SAP. It's like a database type of situation.
Yeah.
Oh, systems, applications, and products.
SAP.
Yeah.
The big one, not the
Yeah.
SAP. Hey, SAP comes out of a tree. So I walk into the meeting. I'm a network engineer, though. None of them do that. They don't want no parts of that. I walk in there, I'm like, oh, yeah, the meeting with SAP. That feeling you talking about? Hey, the whole room was like, the temperature changed. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
And my boss gave me a long lecture about SAP SAP. So this is the jewels for our truth, family. This is Dewey. This is what you need to do. You want to increase your financial situational ship.
Yeah.
Go to the car dealerships.
Okay.
I guarantee you each one, at least if by the time you get to the 10th one of them, 9 of them's networks is horrible. Suck, nasty, dirty. Just take their network room. You're gonna probably find a chisel and a tablet back there. You get me?
They're gonna be using
There's
Red Hat 7.
opportunity there, family. I did a tour. I went on tour to 200 auto dealerships. Hey, selling Ferraris with a Volkswagen network.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, that's.
So, like, if you want to find opportunity, if you like, my internet is tripping. It went.
Oh.
All right. Am I back? My internet just got.
You're good. You're good.
You were good. You're good.
Oh, so keep that in mind. That's our little assignment. You're a young guy, Dewey. That's what you want to do, brother. If I was younger,
look into networking.
bro, auto dealerships.
I got you. I could think of some right now that I'm like, because I passed by a bunch and I live near a bunch. So
Go on a tour, big, small, and medium. Be like, yo, my aunt, my school teachers, whatever. I had to do a project. They told me to pull up through here and look. I got a bet. I got a bet with Network that your data closet looks horrible. I got $100 bet with right now. Hey, he don't even know. He don't even know what dealership it is. You get me?
yeah.
I had a guy. I flew to San Antonio. It's a guy. I forgot his name. It's a Ford dealership up out of San Antonio, and then it's like 12 of them all over the place. You get me?
Yeah.
Dude don't give a dang, right? He just had a Bitcoin come up, and he needed to do something with the money he bought those. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the last guy that got it, like, he got it the same way. The network ain't been updated since the 70s, bro. I go in there, I'm seeing that. Hey, my boss is like, why this thing don't work like that? I'm going like, bro, do you know there's a Bay Network switch in there? The boss is like, so? I'm like, bro, Bay Network came out in 1974. They went out of business about 1982. But obviously they had good equipment because this guy's switch still working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it damn sure ain't no VLANs on there. Hey, they collision domain is horrible. Why my network go up and down all the time, bro? It's hard. It's a fact of life. And so car dealers, what they do isn't really the precipice ain't really networking. They could do theirs on paperwork. So give me the cash in a safe. Call you Thursday. Here's the keys.
Yeah.
So now the new age auto dealerships are now they're connected with DMV. They got, you get me? Like you could go there and get your DMV work done right there at the car dealership. You don't have to go to DMV anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? So all of the CDJRs, have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, called CDJR. They're owned by a company called Stellantis.
Yeah.
Right? So Stellantis done bought out Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram and made them into one group, CDJR.
Yeah.
And so I was like, ain't no Stellantis, you ain't nobody. Hey, they took me to a dealership where there was like a Ford and a Chevy in the same.
Yeah.
Like thing. You never see Ford and Chevy on the same floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be somebody big, dude, to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, in short, bro, I've been to hundreds of these places, and it's a lot of opportunity there, bro. A lot. This is a private meeting. This should have just been me, you, and Lennox, Dewey.
Now they're getting all the tips.
I'm serious. Look, this is our personal side. If you get a chance, bro, and you can come back next time we circle wagon, you're gonna be like, damn, G the pit. I actually saw a dinosaur toenail in one. It's like that old. Like
Yeah.
This is the only podcast I've ever actually taken notes. I already got like a notebook of stuff. So.
Well, I mean, I've been in the business 40 years, bro. I've been in all aspects of the business and whatnot, and I see, I see the potential in you, and Lennox especially. Like, hey, that as soon as he said that BitLocker thing, dude, I watched that video like literally. Hey, I got the meme thing on my phone.
Yeah.
It's locked in, bro. I go to a meeting, I'll be like, hey, dudes, watch this. BitLocker, as soon as it comes up, I'll be like, yo, look.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a hardcore server PC, you get me?
Yeah.
So I get around them and I run that video. And they look at me like, and then they like, let's not talk about you get me? Like, we're not going to talk about that in the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of info out there. There's a lot of info out there, and not all of it's good.
Yeah.
Not. And so, as I'm saying, you get a chance to get to one of these car dealerships. If you could get a relationship with them folk and whatnot, you get into one of their closets and make it beautiful and all of that. And we on,
Yeah.
man. We'll be all through Louisiana all the day. You'll be calling me up, Dewey, like, hey,
Oh.
I'm gonna need you and Lennox. We going on a Louisiana tour. You heard of Wynn, Arkansas? WYNN, Arkansas? Hey, they had a tornado there about 2-3 years ago. It was all over the news, bro.
Yeah.
I flew in and bonded fiber for their high school and whatever to get them back connected to the government and whatnot. And then after that, I started going car dealership to car dealership in the Wynn, Louisiana area. Like from Wynn is like you could drive to like Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's right that way. You get me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm saying, like, look at the towns. Wynn, guess what? They got networks, they got that stuff there in these little towns.
Yeah.
But a lot of people ain't gonna have the money. So who gonna have the money? Car dealerships. They got the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they sell a lot of cars, especially expensive cars.
Bro, they got the money. And if it's worth it, they gonna find the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you could convince to, hey, spend a couple of $1,000 to fix that. They're gonna be like, what? Hey, some guy's got a pinky ring, like, yo, cat, that's like 10,000, fix that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, budget ain't an issue. You ain't got to argue budget with them. This guy's gonna be in a meeting with $4,000 shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
How would you even pitch that to like a dealership? Because I did on my personal business, I do I'm trying to do marketing. So like I do cold going up. They have a no soliciting sign, I just kind of leave it. But sometimes I take a gamble and go inside because I'm younger and it kind of passes. But like I'll go around town and I'll go cold pitch. And I say, hey, I do marketing. I want to get your business at the top of the social media search result. Because that's what I did for my personal account. And I average like 1,000 likes per video. And the thing is when I pitch it, I try to find the owner first. And if the owner's there, I have a higher chance of getting it. But it's half like, hey, I have a trip this week, but I'll call you back when I get back. Or I would love to use service, but I need to talk to somebody first. And I've only got one customer within, like, I think I went out around my town 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got one customer out of that, but like 5 maybes out of like 30 businesses. And that's like the rough part is like when I go to a dealership, how would I propose myself to a dealership and say, hey, I am skilled with networking. I would love to take a look at y'all's networking cabinet or how your networking is set up, and I can maybe speed up your network, or if you have issues with your network.
Just clean things up, and then you gotta something. Some people got hopes and dreams, Dewey. Some people got ways and means. You get me?
Yeah.
You lucky. I was part of the Ways and Means committee. This is what I would do. I would go in there enthusiastic like about cars. Let's say it's a Toyota shop, for example.
Yeah.
Right. What's that thing them Toyotas do? They drifting?
Crab walk. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that kind of thing. You get me? So you be interested in that. You get me?
Yeah.
Then after you get the conversation going, you try to figure out who the key players are during that conversation. Then, oh, by the way, I'm an up-and-coming network engineer. Do you mind if I take a look at your network closet? I'm doing a thing like at school, blah, blah, blah. I want to take a picture of it for my professor. Some people gonna be like, sure. Some people gonna be like,
I see. You work your way into the conversation.
They're gonna be like, woo! Hey, the guys that's doing that's like network closet, doing like this, like that's the money. They don't want to go in there. They know it's like dinosaur toes and old contracts. And it's 1940s in there. You're gonna walk in there, it's gonna look just like the 1940s in there. That's where you're gonna find multi-mode fiber in use. That's that orange. Have you ever seen the orange clad fiber?
I think I've seen some
Yellow
at my
clad,
church. Yeah,
yellow clad is single mode. Orange clad is multi mode.
that's some top
I
usage
hardly
right there.
never see that in the field, bro, except for in like Michigan area, them small, you know where Michigan touches Wisconsin.
Yeah,
You know, it's a part up there where Duluth, up in there, Ann Arbor, that little. It's
I,
single
I,
mode there,
I
family.
gotta go let my
It's
dog
single.
outside. I'll be right back.
You're good.
All right, it's single mode there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
There's
yeah. So I was just, since I got you guys, you know, and we fellow packet chasers, I was like, and Dewey is he's that guy. He has
Yeah.
that. You give me, if he
Yeah.
came to my dealership, was like, hey, dude, I be crap, you know, you got whatever it is. I'll be like, really? Yeah, la la la. And you might even get to talk to the owner. The owners them sell stuff too. You don't know who you gonna run into, and then you gotta massage your way into that situation.
Yeah.
You get me? Because some people, the data closet is where they hide their mistakes at. They just throw them in the closet and close the door.
Yeah.
I know you've seen some ugly closets.
I got a story for that, bro. At my last job, we did contracting for a factory. When I say ugly, I was running Cat 6, so they were running lines for a new office, and they needed some like drop-ins for the walls. So they had to drill through, it was like concrete walls. So it's a building inside a giant factory. And on top of the second floor, there's the MDF, which is the main server room. So we were running
Main
Cat 6.
distribution frame.
Yeah, so we were running
How
that.
many you got?
And then we ran it all the way. So we ran from the room all the way up. I might have got the safety guy's attention by standing like one step too high on the ladder. And I was running across, and we ran it through the hole. And then I was in the break room up there in that stair area. And I had to get on the top part of the ladder. So I was like, I didn't know it was not OSHA approved. So I was just on the top of the ladder, and I was just pushing it through. And on the top above the ceiling tile, it's just a jungle. Because before, they didn't pay people, like actual network people, to do it. They had the maintenance guys ran it. And the maintenance guys just ran it on top of the tiling.
Hey,
so there's
Dewey,
not, yeah.
let me interject. Not jungle. You spaghetti nightmare. Continue.
It was bad. And then and then there's like 300 lines. No. Probably like 500 lines just straight down. And then it goes to, and then just like manage them through the cords, and it's like labeled. But it's
That's
just
the
a mess.
nightmare. That's
Yeah,
the
it was
nightmare.
bad. It was bending
Imagine
the
having
ceiling
to
tile.
trace a cable in there, like troubleshooting. Really.
Yeah, no, it was. You just rerun another one and just strip it out. That's like the best option.
We'd have to call Packetchaser Unc come get that one.
Yeah. It's $1,000 job to chase down one Cat 6 cable.
And don't sell yourself short now either. Like I said, you know, like we was talking, like, hey, what happened and why were you? I'm like the last mile. Like some guy calls me, goes, hey, blah blah. I'm gonna leave y'all with some like when I was doing my thing and I got overwhelmed and how I developed my style. Right, my phone used to ring all the time, and so I just got so. Hello, what? 600.
Yep.
Hey, if they call back, you're like, wow, they call back. Yeah, Thursday, it's a go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of that
So
connection.
as you move up, Dewey, I got you. I got, you know, I'm part of the Ways and Means Committee. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna take you there to the promised land. So don't forget.
After the stream, I'll get your contact
I told
info.
you about going to the car lots. You get me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here. I like red cars or whatever. Really? And then after you start conversing, when I'd be like, I'm a network engineer, and then I'm this guy. And my science teachers, do you mind if I can see your closet real quick or whatever? Most car lots and all that, they closet ain't top secret. Ain't no top secret data in there. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you free. The second problem they're gonna have is printers. All of their printers are gonna suck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, printers.
So if you,
I think that's most businesses, not just car places.
I think printers are like a psyop put in by the government to drive people crazy.
and so I'm saying like, not only the printers themselves, but their what are their print queues, their printer management, you know, how all that's done is I know a company that became multinational, whatever, and I used to work for them actually. All they manage print queues for companies like that, you know, like auto companies and some other companies. So when you a company like that, your printing is, don't you seen them auto contracts?
No, I
The
haven't.
contract when you buy a car,
Oh yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
bro. The printing, it got to all line up. It
Oh
got to
yeah.
go to the government.
yeah.
Like they go. Like if you want to piss off an auto dealership, go and break all their printers.
Yeah.
You're fired immediately.
Yeah.
So it's a company, a multinational company. And so the Stellantis, right? Imagine you Stellantis, CDRJ, CDJR. How many printers do you got worldwide? You know, Stellantis got printers in France.
Really?
People buy cars in France.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So their print, so it's a company that manages their print queues,
Yeah.
multi-million dollars every year just to manage. But their print queues are like octopi. You get me?
Mm.
Everywhere. You would, how you gonna print something in Zimbabwe? You hear me? Like,
Yeah.
the guys out there cranking the internet. So yeah. I'm
Well,
gonna cut it in about 10 more minutes.
I was
If
about to say we can
Yeah, that's
go
not
ahead
an
and
issue.
wrap
you
it
feeling
up.
good,
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
also, I'll give you my contact information because I do want to stay in contact with you because it'd be really good to. I'm trying to build more networking with like other people, so that's
we on Neff. We got an experiment going on. We've implemented an experiment right now. I just gave you the assignment. Yo, go around, go to a few car companies.
I see it.
I've been in those parts of Texas. I've been in them parts, man. Like
Yeah.
like I could just tell you like the back. And so all I'm getting at is the need is there.
Yeah.
You know what we call? You know what we call it? Uh,
What?
Dewey family, do the needful, please. Do the needful. We call it doing the needful. They need a visit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just gotta work on how I pitch it. I like the idea of starting and really enthusiastic about something and then
yeah,
introducing that topic because that's how I kind of got some of my sales was just people like I'm enthusiastic about it and I do this and I don't know, it's just working my way in. So
you know, I used to be on the airplanes all the time, and that's how I would make. You know, I would be like, you know, whatever. Then I'm ex Air Force, so you know, I would automatically try to find people that are airplane enthusiasts, and then,
yeah,
oh, I'm ex Air Force. Oh, I would love to see the Navy air show. What? I got friends that can do that. You think I could see your network closet? Don't. I, you gonna see the Navy pilots? Don't even. You gonna see the Thunderbird show, bro?
yeah.
Like, don't. I got plenty of tickets to that. I'm ex Air Force.
Yep.
So
What if you had anything to leave people with, just some good knowledge, wrapping it up? What would you
mhm.
leave to people?
The first thing, as I said, and what we're doing is purely uh fact. That's the facts of it. Is that the business is about relationships. You get me? That's the number one thing people overlook about the business is that it's about relationships. You know what I mean? And don't remember that. And so just think of like this guy Dewey might be running Google by the time I'm 90. You get me?
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, I know, he was cool. Hey, remember that conversation about the cars on? Yeah, I remember it, Dewey. And, oh my God. You just hurry up.
Yeah.
This guy, the likes coffee. You get me? So it's about that. You give me Linux. Oh, dude, God dang, Linux, you're running the government servers for Washington, D.C. I'll be damn. Why did they? And then you'll be like, you know, Unc, yeah. We all the time, like Unc Bonfiber. Yep, Unc, yeah, Unc Bonfiber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he know how to use a fusion splicer. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the business is about relationships, and you want to have good relationships. So when Lennox calls me on the phone, like, yo, Unc, what's up with this thing? You gonna come through? You got time? Yeah, man, I'm here. Click, like, it's done already. And then he's sending stuff on the back end where, look, join the Discord server, do all this, do it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So the business is about relationships.
Awesome. Well,
Mm-hmm. Last thing I want to leave you with is,
yeah.
You must study each and every day.
Yep.
You get that right?
Yeah.
You seen my books, right? You seen me pull out the book on ISDN.
Mm-hmm.
Integrated Service Digital Network. You heard he said MDF, main distribution frame, right? Which are interconnected by what? IDFs, intermediate distribution frames.
Yeah.
Which is where's the handoff point from the service provider to the customer called?
Yeah,
Demarcation point. So when you come into the place, you're looking for the MPOE, the minimum point of entry, or the demarcation point. So you get me what I'm saying? Like all of that is the business is about relationship. You must study each and every day. That's how I know this stuff. When I'm coming, like people are like, what are you doing here? What? I'm looking for the MPOE. What's that? Power over Ethernet? No, that's the minimum point of entry. The demarcation point. That's the point where, you know, that as you start sounding like you know what you're doing, they're gonna start writing the checks.
See now, buzzwords, damn buzzwords.
Hey, before we go, I want to get you to do the packet chasers in the building.
Oh, shout out to all my packet chasers! Packet chasers in the building. If you don't know, this is your sign to get your CCNA. Look, I got a bunch of them. That's my CCNA. That's the newer one. Hey, this the turn of the century CCNA, how it looked back in the 2K. As I said, you must study each and every day to get your CCNA. Shout out to all my packet chasers in the building.
All right, I think we'll cut it off here. It was a great talking to you. I learned a lot. I really appreciate you coming on.
Same. I appreciate the invite, Lennox. And as I said, I always talk to people about the philosophical versus the methodological. And you one of the first persons that picked it up immediately. You was like, oh, I totally get it, bro.
Yep.
Yep. And a lot of people don't understand this. They look at it as minutia, but that's how you get blackballed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't want to use the bad word.
No, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll send you a DM of like my contact info. I'll just send you my number and stuff so I can stay in contact with you. So
period. We're on. We got we just started like a little soup cooking. And so we got to keep checking on it and see how it's going. You get me what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, watch. Dewey going to be like, hey, Unc, I got to check in for $15,000. I need to bounce a solar flare off of Mars, though. I'm going to be like, cool, Dewey. Is the check good? The check didn't bounce? No. We're bouncing that solar flare. It's on. It's
All right. Well, I'm gonna
mark my word, Dewey. Watch when you come with the check.
All right. I'm gonna cut the stream off. It was good talking to you.
Same here, family. I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you.